Are you also using Cognitive Forms to receive new form submissions for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to add Cognitive Form submission in StackBuy. So I'm an owner of a real estate agency and I have created an inquiry form using Cognitive Forms. So here my objective is that whenever a new form is submitted, then automatically the details should be added in my StackBuy as a new row. So here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Cognitive Forms with my StackBuy using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So as you all know that I am an owner of a real estate agency and I am using Cognitive Forms to receive new inquiries for my business. So when I receive real estate inquiries through Cognitive Forms, organizing and tracking them manually can be challenging and time consuming. So by automatically adding these form submission to StackBuy, I can efficiently manage all inquiries in a centralized database. So now I have built an amazing automation to automate the entire process of adding the form submissions to StackBuy by simply connecting my Cognitive Forms with my StackBuy account. So now let's see the working of this amazing automation. So here on my screen you can see my Cognitive Form, and here you can see I've already pre-filled the details over here, and now I'm going to click on the submit given over here. And here you can see it says, thank you for filling out the form. Your response has been recorded. That means we have successfully made a form submission over here. So now let's go and check our StackBuy account. And here you can see we have successfully added a new detail over here with the name dummy user, email as dummy@pabblytuts.com, a random phone number, city and type of property. So this was the working of this amazing automation. And now here in this video, we are going to learn step by step that how you can create this automation by simply connecting your Cognitive Forms with StackBuy using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software, and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. So here on my screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage, and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options, that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see our Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as add Cognitive Form submission in StackBuy. And then here it is asking me to select the folder. So here in the left side corner of the dashboard, you can see a folder section where you can see all the folders that I've created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. And now here in this case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Cognitive Forms, as I am receiving new inquiries or submission through Cognitive Forms. So Cognitive Forms is an easy to use online form builder that lets you create forms for surveys, registrations, payments and more. It's popular because it offers customizable templates and powerful features like calculations, conditional logic and payment collection, all without needing coding skills. So here in my Cognitive Forms trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new entry, so that whenever a new entry is received through our Cognitive Forms, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. And now here, after selecting my trigger event, you can see I have received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Cognitive Forms with Pabbly Connect. So here, following the instructions given below, firstly here I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my Cognitive Forms account. So this is my Cognitive Forms account, and here you can see all the forms which I have created in Cognitive Forms. So here in this case, I'm going to use a form which is named as contact form. So I'm going to open it. And here in this build option of this form, I'm going to turn on this post JSON data to a website button given over here in the left side bar. And then here it is asking me for the submit entry endpoint. So here in this submit entry endpoint field, I'm going to enter the webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. So here I've entered the webhook URL, and now I'm going to click on this save given over here. And now here, after saving the form, I'm going to click on this publish, and with this we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Cognitive Forms, or you can say that we have successfully connected our Cognitive Forms with Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here, to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission, and to do a test submission we need to make a test submission in our Cognitive Forms. So for that, let me take you back to my form, and now here I'm going to enter some dummy data and do a test submission. So here for the name, I'm going to enter the name as test, last name as user, email as test@pablitudes.com. Here I'm going to enter random phone number. Here I'm going to enter the city as Pune. And here for the type of property, I'm going to select rental, and then I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see it says thank you for filling out the form. Your response has been recorded. So now let's go and check our Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have successfully received response over here, where we have received the type of property, phone number. Here you can see we have received the last name, full name, first name, form ID, scrolling little down. And here you can see some other details as well, such as the email address of the lead and city. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received a new entry through our Cognitive Forms, I want to add the details received in my stack by as a new row. So for that, here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Stack By in order to connect my Stack By account with Pabbly Connect. So Stack By is a flexible online tool that combines spreadsheets, databases and automation to help you organize and manage your work. It's like a supercharged spreadsheet where you can track projects, create workflows and collaborate with your team. So here in my Stack By action step, I'm going to select my action event as create a record, so that whenever we're going to receive a new entry through our Cognitive Forms, then automatically it is going to create a new record in our Stack By account. And now here, to connect my Stack By with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here, to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Stack By account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here, to build a new connection, it is asking me to enter the API key. So here, following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my Stack By account, and from here I'm going to click on my profile icon given over here. And from here I'm going to click on this account, and here under account overview I'm going to scroll it little down, and here you can see we have received the API key. So I'm going to copy it, moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to enter the API key. So here I've used previously generated API key, but if you wish, then you can regenerate the API key. And now I'm going to click on the save. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the workspace, stack and the table. So here for the workspace, I'm going to select my space as Popcorn, which is the single workspace that I've created in my Stack By account. And then here it is asking me to select my stack and the table. So for that, let me take you back to my Stack By account. And here you can see my stack name, that is contact details, and my table name as table 1. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to select my stack as contact details. and my table as table 1. And now here, after selecting all the required details, moving forward, and then here it is asking me to enter the name, email, mobile number, city and type of property. So basically these are the fields that I've entered in my stack by table. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and now here instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever we're going to receive new entry through our cognitive forms, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here I'm going to map my lead's name. So this is my lead's full name. So I'm going to map it over here. And here for the email, I'm going to search for the email of my lead. So this is my lead's email. So I'm going to map it. Moving forward, here for the mobile number, I'm going to search for the phone number. So this is my lead's phone number. Here I'm going to search for the city. So this is the city of my lead. So I'm going to map it over here. And here for the type of property, I'm going to search for the type of property. So this is the type of property. And now here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and sentence request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added a new record in our stack by table for the new entry received through our cognitive forms. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see we have successfully added a new record with the name test user. Here you can see the email address, phone number, city and the type of property. So with this, we have successfully set up our automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken a trigger as cognitive forms and our action as stack by. So that whenever we're going to receive new entry through our cognitive forms, then automatically the details received is going to add as a new record in our stack by table. Okay, so these were the steps to how to add cognitive forms submission in stack by. I hope these steps were clear to you. That's all for this video. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clue link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.